If anything you should do not go to where I've been. It's been a terrible time ever since my visit to this rundown place. These light-up houses have been abandoned for years and nobody has ever turned them off. And I'm gonna see what happens if I turn them off. I get to the place that people were telling me was the most abandoned in my city. No one dared ever to go near those buildings. They assumed that there was a demon haunting it. But I think it's a lot of bullcrap. I look a bit closer into this abandoned town, and I got to round up about 26 lights everywhere. We got to this abandoned town, and my friend Kendrick got out of the car with me, and then we took a couple pictures. The one I chose the most was this one, since it's one of the most, how do I say this? Just ominous. We looked around this abandoned town, and I got into one of the houses in the backyard. There was a shed. It wasn't a normal shed. It had like a wooden door, and the windows were boarded up. We looked around the shed. We saw a jar of eyeballs, and a severed arm, and a bloody butcher knife laying right next to it. Whoever's controlling this town must be a psychopath. We looked deeper into more of the houses. We couldn't see nothing but darkness. We looked around a bit more, and that's when we saw it. There was a little girl just sitting there. She looked about as miserable than us. We heard a whisper that just made our blood run cold.
Help us.
This creeped out voice just rattled through our heads. What does she mean by help us? I can definitely tell that this is some type of god that's controlling them.
We gotta get the hell out of here.
And so we did. We got into our car and booted out of there. We floored as hard as we can just to drive out. I thought we were safe at first. And then I heard a loud bonk into the rear of our car. I looked through the mirror, and that's what I saw. There was a cryptid chasing us. His skin was pale white, and he looked like he had sharp fingernails. And this thing still had hair on his head. He let a loud, ominous roar that rang through our ears. That's it. I'm not going back there ever again. We got out of there as fast as we could. Next morning, my friend Kendrick, with a shocked face from last night, he nervously asked,
What in nine hells did we just saw last night?
I don't know, Kendrick, but just to be safe, we're not going back there ever again. I don't know if that girl was trying to warn us, or I feel like she tried attracting him. I never to be sure, but it's still gonna give me nightmares.